Skit Snap Podcast. Told you we would be back. Told you we was coming back. Because it's Snapomania weekend. We did Ring of Honor last night. Now we gotta talk about NXT Stand and Deliver and Wrestlemania. But before we do that, gotta give you an introduction. It's your boy Darnell Sparrow, your bad Superman. He is the notorious one, the real Von L. Hill, Antoine Smooth. What's going on?
Man, what's going on, man?
And we got a lot to get into. Like I said, thank y'all for tuning in for the Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor prediction. If you didn't see it, looks like Ring of Honor got a new world title belt.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I saw it on Facebook. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Yep.
So,
It is nice. So we got a new world title. I'm curious to see how those new tag titles gonna look.
right.
So probably didn't spoil that, but and we got good 24 hours to find out. So we definitely gonna get ready for that. But again, we ain't come talk about that. We did that. We gave predictions, but there was one other thing I want to jump into before we get into these predictions. You know, we talked about Brian Cage last night, and the reports are showing that there's a strong chance that makeshift tag team, excuse me, AR Fox, Blade Christian, and Meta looks like they may get those titles. Excuse me.
Last night, right.
Got me choked up just thinking about it. So, and I brought that up for a reason, and you'll understand why once we get into the show. So let's jump right into it. NXT Stand and Deliver, April 1st, from the Crypto.com arena, which is the artist formerly known as the Staples Center.
Right.
April 1st. It's Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be busy. You got that.
WrestleMania that late on that night.
WrestleMania that night. Again, like I've been talking about, if you can't do WrestleMania, here's another option for you. Definitely a good option, and it is a stat card, and I think a lot of answers is gonna come out of this.
Yeah.
A lot of my predictions outside of the matches, I think are gonna come to fruition. Big word, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's jump right into it. We got an 8-person mixed tag team match. The winner gains control of Chase University. You have Chase U, Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, and Thea Hale against Schism. Oh, I'm sorry, and Tyler Bate. Can we get about Tyler Bate? And they'll be going up against Schism, Joe Gacy, Jagger Reed, Riff Fowler, and the debuting in-ring debut of Ava Raine, a.k.a. Simone Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock's daughter. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying now, with this here, I was kind of, mixed with this one here. Now, on one side, you got Schism, which I see they're pushing heavy on NXT, because, like I said, Ava Raine, she's perfect with them. There's a chemistry there, But then on the other side, you got that crazy Thea Hale. She is so entertaining. I like her a lot. She's so energetic, She just like, come on, just so.
Yeah, that's.
I'm waiting on Duke Hudson. That's who I'm waiting on.
Thea Hale reminds me of when we were little, when we drunk too much Kool-Aid.
Right.
And we all over the place.
And
That's her.
She's just hilarious, man. Yeah, she is hilarious. And then I'm waiting on Duke Hudson. I think Duke Hudson is gonna be a factor in this match.
Oh, he gonna be way more than a factor. He gonna cost them Chase U.
Yeah,
He,
Duke Hudson is yeah.
Cause I'm surprised they did he lasted this long.
Yeah.
I'm real surprised he lasted long, but he's gonna be the factor. He's gonna be the reason. Now they may make it seem like it was a mistake he did an error, but they shouldn't. Let him turn heel that night.
Yeah.
Let him just
Definitely that's the night.
pull
He needs to.
pull the trigger. Let him go back to old Duke.
Yeah.
Do anybody remember what his gimmick was prior to that?
Right.
Yeah, he was a gambler of sorts.
Right.
I know it was a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
but it's happening.
Oh, it's happening, yes.
Now, what they do after that, that's what I want to see.
Right.
Is Chase U just going to get shut down? Or Chase U just about to go gothic?
Right. It's kind of like the Tony D'Angelo, Santos Escobar thing. You know, which I believe that Tony D'Angelo, I believe he should have his own mafia. If you're going to be the Don, you just can't have just one person.
I might cause
you just can't have stacks. That's it.
Cause you had two, but we all know what happened with that.
Right. You got to have your lieutenants. You got to have your capos. You know.
You got to have somebody with Vinny in their name.
Right. If you're going to be the Don of NXT, exploit that.
Matter of fact, why don't you go call the FBI?
Right.
Go, you been talking to somebody? You've been talking to Nunzio.
If he could put Nunzio, if he had DiBiase on the show, might as well put Nunzio.
Yep.
You get Nunzio when he's still wrestling. Yeah, just call up some of them old guys.
No doubt. But this is I'm just curious to see, after the fact. Because I like Andre Chase.
Yeah, he's different. And Dorothea Hale, she is so entertaining. Every time I see her, I laugh.
Nigga, I'm like, she did, what, she about 19, 20 years old? She just that. You want to talk about the baby of the bunch.
High school, when they mentioned she graduated high school, literally she did.
Yep.
That was true. Yeah. And she is just so entertaining. Every time I see her, I laugh.
And that's the person I think I'm real concerned about. If Chase U breaks up and they just all get set free, what's gonna happen to her?
Right.
Yeah, I think the Chase U thing, that's what really got her over.
Mm-hmm. And her being so energetic and so like nervous and just, she just all over the place, just running around. Yeah. That's what made her.
Calm down, baby girl. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Schism. And as far as Ava Rain go, let's see how much she's learned. You about to debut WrestleMania weekend or WrestleMania day.
Tall order here. You talk about a tall order. Oh.
But like I said, she has the pedigree. Not Triple H's, but we got the pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what she does. But I think she's gonna be fine. Like I said, she's in a faction, which I think, like you said, it was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to bring her in
by herself.
And if you do, we already know we don't want to have the situation Charlotte had. Like we knew she walked in. That's Ric Flair, though. I mean, they kind of force fed that to us.
Right.
Cause notice they haven't mentioned one time.
That was the Rock's dog.
Yep,
right.
they haven't said not one time. Now I think if she, well, like I said, when she branches off on her own, I could see it happening.
Right, because if she mentions like the Rudy Poos in the SmackDown hotels and all that.
Just don't call her Ava Maivia.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
on her, you know your road boulevard, Jabroni Drive. If she say all that, I just imagine that. If she just do the stick her dad used to do.
Yeah, but she got to pull that off though.
Yeah.
You can't just you can't just say it. You have to have the personality, the attitude. You got to pull that off.
You got to say it with conviction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if we close out, I'll be like, yep, that's her.
Right.
That is definitely definitely Lil Rocky.
Mhm.
Let's see, we got a triple threat tag team match for the NXT Championship. You got Gallus, the champions, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang versus the Creed brothers versus the D'Angelo family. And I said, and I thought about this. I think it's time. I think Tony D'Angelo and Stax need to get these titles. I think it's time.
To really, yeah, I see why. To elevate them even further. To him, in order for him to be the Don,
he need a title.
Yeah, he got to have a championship.
If Gallus, no, they got the title. The Creed brothers didn't had them.
Mhm.
They really, to me, they need to go. They need to get called up.
Called up immediately, yes.
They need to get called up. They have nothing to prove in NXT anymore. They need to go. I can see some good matches with them. But like I said, there's a lot of people cutting me short on that pick. But like I said, I'm going with Tony D'Angelo and Stax. I'm going with the pick. Nobody really thinking about. Nobody, the people like, well, they just got thrown in. They got thrown in for a reason.
For a reason, right?
They got thrown in for a reason. And Tony D'Angelo, I think he earned the chance to get a title put on him.
Yeah.
I believe he had a shot at the North American title. Didn't work. You got Stax.
Got Stax with you, so there's a tag one there. You tagged with him, so
they got Stax, and Stax. I like how they did him. Have him show his loyalty. Cause he took some tail kickings.
Mhm. Yep.
Beat him so bad, I thought that was Jake Tucker in the ring.
Right.
And he almost became a brother of seduction. I think he caught a flashback.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't know what I mean by that, just go Google the mother lover Jake Tucker. You'll see what I mean. And I'm kind of, I know that they was gonna give him a different name when he came in, but they could have let him keep the mother lover gimmick. That was working.
Mm-hmm.
That would have worked. That obnoxious heel. That's all about it's all about himself. That would have worked. And who's to say he still can't, at some point.
At some point he may even do that, right?
Yeah, like I say, I'm going with the D'Angelo family.
Okay.
What about yourself?
Same here.
Mm-mm.
It's time. Tony needs a championship now. In order for you to be the Don, you got to have a championship.
Yes.
So, and then you got Stacks with you, so that makes it even better. So yeah, it's time.
We both going for the upset. We got a fatal 5-way for the NXT North American Championship. You got the champion Wesley defending against the debuting Dragon Lee, J.D. McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, and Axiom.
Well, this is a no-brainer.
Get the scoff out the way. Really?
Yeah, I see Wesley retaining. Dragon Lee just got there.
And that's where I was going with it. And that's why I'm picking Dragon Lee. If you're gonna bring a guy like this in, this is the best match to put him in. It's the best match he can show out. Wesley don't have to get beat. He can still look strong. And they can have a good one-on-one feud. If you're gonna bring it, like I said, if anybody that follow Dragon Lee knows, the dude can go.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Big time debut. It's a big time debut. This is the best way to do it.
I mean, it won't hurt him if he lose, because if Wesley does retain, then they can go ahead and have their matches, and then Dragon Lee can get it.
Because now we talk about I mean, again, we talked about people that really don't have nothing else to prove. But I mean, he another one.
Oh, Wesley is another one.
He another one. When he won the North American title, he made it more relevant than it's been in a long time.
Right.
He was definitely a fighting champion. I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if he drops that title, which I'm predicting he is. I won't be shocked he get called up. He is one of my. I'm thinking he'll probably get called up after WrestleMania. That's one of them. If he drops the title, he's getting called up. You heard it here first.
Okay.
And then, like I said, if he loses it, he gets called up. Dragon Lee wins it. Just think about it. Him and J.D. McDonough be a good match. Him and Dragon, though, he has contenders waiting for him. Can't forget about Dijak. he'll have contenders. And I said, you going with the champion? I'm going with the debuter.
Yeah.
We got tag team match for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Fallon Henley, Kiana James versus Alba Fire and Aladon. One or two things are going to happen in this match. Kiana James is going to turn.
Which most likely she will.
Or Mr. Whipped is going to cost them the titles. Because of Kiana James.
Brooks and Jensen, yeah.
Cause which one of them is the whip one?
I think that's Jensen. I think no Brooks. I think it's Brooks.
So,
yeah, I believe.
Yep. It's Brooks. I think he might be the factor, but we're getting new tag team champions. Point blank, period, bottom line. We get new tag team champions.
Because I see Kiana James being that I mean, it's oozing out of her right now. I can see it. I can see her being a great heel. Oh my God.
And another thing I'm seeing we might find out who Sebastian is.
Yeah.
Cause she shot me. Brooks got the kiss. He got the kiss on NXT, so that was a throw off. I was like, oh, wait a minute. So that was a little bit of throw off, but I'm seeing Kiana James is a straight up heel.
Oh yeah.
She's not a bad face. She is a heel. She's a good heel.
You're right. She's supposed to be that businesswoman type.
And that's the female York Foundation.
Yeah.
That's that female Michael Wall Street.
Right.
Gonna be a bad idea get a female York Foundation in there.
Right. Cause she got a secretary. She got
Yeah, how your secretary hotter than you are? I'm missing that. Yeah, but they turned that Fire heel for a reason. This is why. And they're gonna be a threat.
Oh yeah.
Cause, and I'm calling this too, cause Zara and Chance, they probably getting called up. Cause wouldn't you think they would have been in this match? I really think Chance and Canzaro getting called up. That's another one I'm predicting. But yeah, we are definitely getting new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
We got the unsanctioned match. Johnny Gargano, Grayson Waller.
This is gonna be the match of the night.
You heard it here first.
Come on, man. Johnny Gargano in the match. That's obvious.
This Mr. NXT.
Right. And then Grayson Waller, an up and comer. He's starting to grow on me now.
And that's another one.
That dude athletic is I don't know what.
And that's another one of my picks I think gonna get called up. Gargano in the match. Gargano gonna put a nice whooping on him. I think Candice LeRae is gonna get involved in this. I see Gargano picking up the win, and I see Grayson Waller going to SmackDown.
Right.
And I say that because
that dude is an obnoxious, annoying heel.
And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. I say that because we already got the Miz and Miz TV on Raw.
Yeah.
Bring the Grayson Waller effect to SmackDown.
SmackDown, right.
That would be perfect. And he'll have some good feuds.
Right.
That's it. He's young, he can go, and he know how to push them buttons.
Right.
Like I said, he got the talk show. They bought Johnny Gargano there for a reason.
Right.
And really, I think he need to stay there for a while. Here's why. He really has no purpose on. One, he has no purpose on Raw. I say stay there until Ciampa comes back and bring back DIY. Go back to the main roster with Ciampa.
I think that's the plan. Because, of course, he could still have Dexter with him, you know. Him and Dexter could still be that son-in-law type, you know. He can have Dexter as his backup, you know, still. Even with him being a tag team. They could still do that. Because I'm actually liking that dynamic. Because, you know, but they still not bringing Indy in with this, which I don't know why. She throwing the thumbs up. She got the letter talking about I'll see you soon, and still ain't nothing.
That was what, about a year and a half ago?
Yeah. That's when Dexter was all up in the crowd, you know, getting kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna return the way back together.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you bring it back to NXT, do it.
Right.
Cause I said I was feeling the way.
I was too.
Now when they started making Austin Theory kind of a clown.
Yeah.
Then I was like, yeah, they might need to put a timeout on it just for a little while.
Right. And then the marriage thing with her and Dexter was probably one of the best marriage segments ever.
Yeah, you got
because they said they got a huge rating.
Yeah, and you got them to talk.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was no ridiculousness.
Right. Johnny was giving the bride away like it was his daughter. Oh, that was cool. Yeah.
And I guarantee if Indy get called up, I won't be surprised they don't even bring it up and they were married.
Yeah.
They might put them on different brands.
That's true.
I'm like, so what was the point of that?
Right. And Indy's still there. She ain't got nothing to prove in NXT.
Yeah, because she was tag team champion.
Yeah,
with Candice.
With Candice, right. But put them back together and bring the weight back. Have Dexter come back. It just be Dexter, her, and John, but they be baby faces.
Okay, I think she's a.
Tommaso in there,
I definitely think she's not a convincing here. She's okay, but she's not convincing.
Right.
Yeah, but like I said, I got Gargano winning, and I think Waller's getting called up after WrestleMania. Ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship. We have Indy Hartwell, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Gigi Dolan, Zoe Stark, and officially Roxanne Perez.
So this will be another good
one. I've been reading on the internet, been seeing it on different podcasts, been hearing on different podcasts. Majority of the people are picking Stratton. Personally, I think it's too soon.
Too soon?
I think it's too soon, and she hasn't really up a big with somebody.
Coming back from injury too, that's right.
I got that injury. I like how they did, even though I believe part of that with Roxanne Perez was true. They just had to figure out a way to write it off. Be a good story to tell. He comes back. She wins the title because I believe she's gonna win it.
It was work because it was work because Miko put her through the rigor in their training montage they did.
But they did say there was some health issue, but it wasn't to the point like what we saw on TV. So they kind of was playing it safe.
The one you saw to pass out was the work.
That was the work part, but there was some outside issue that they wanted to get clear. They were just being safe than sorry. That's what I'm thinking. She's gonna come back. She's gonna win it, and this will be huge for her.
Yeah.
This will be huge for her, and then she can go. She, like I said, she got Stratton, she got Stark. Dolan probably gonna go back and feud with JC when JC come back.
Come back because she legitimately injured. She separated her shoulder from what I heard. Yeah.
So she's gonna have the competition, because like I said, once Roxanne dropped that title, if she wins, she retains. If she goes up and get a few more big wins in her, she's getting called up, because Booker gonna make that happen.
Oh, of course.
Booker is gonna make that happen.
She's in like what, 2021?
Yeah, she's 21. She's a baby, and already was what, Ring of Honor world champion.
Yeah.
Then you came to NXT. You won that championship. You won the breakout star.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Booker definitely gonna make that happen.
But I mean, if anybody has followed her, she's talented.
Yeah.
She's very talented.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no knock. There's no knock. There's no, the only reason she's there because of Booker. No, she's actually very talented.
Right.
So like I said, I'm going with the champion. Like I said, it'll be a good story, to finish this with, and she can move on to her next feud. Like I said, I think if she retains, I think Stratton's gonna be next. And they could draw a good feud on that.
Right.
And we got the match I want to see. The main event.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker defending against Carmelo Hayes.
And Darnell, I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's time.
Yes. Now,
Carmelo's gonna do it.
I'm gonna say this. If you've heard it. I'm on that if Cena wins, we ride phase. If Breaker wins, I'm riding. I want
It'll be a shock if Breaker retains that title, which I seriously doubt.
I mean, he don't need to. I'm like the meat not season no more. Time for you to move on. Carmelo Hayes, ever since Carmelo Hayes got there, he's been nothing short of must see. Another one.
He ain't called the A champ for nothing because it's true. That's not just a saying.
I mean, he had another one. Walked in. He won the breakout tournament. He walked in. Unified the Cruiserweight and the North American title.
He's a Shawn Michaels project.
Yes. Say that again. He's a Shawn Michaels project. He's already two-time North American champion. And what dry match did he have?
Right. You can't say you have a bad Carmelo Hayes match.
Not at all. Not at all. It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be knockout, drag out. It's gonna be all over the place. My man Carmelo is gonna do it. It's gonna be huge for him. Huge.
And please, I don't know what they're waiting on, but can y'all please bring the old titles back? Take that rainbow stuff off them titles. 2.0 been over.
Right.
Or make some new championships, period.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you, when he wins, I can't wait till NXT Tuesday to hear that speech.
Trick Williams won't throw him a celebration. know that.
Yep.
Trick gonna go all out.
And then I thought about something. I doubt it's gonna happen, but I thought about something.
Oh, I
I
think I know
I
what
wouldn't be surprised Trick Williams pull a Sid.
I don't think so, Dondale.
I would
I
not
think he
be.
would.
I would not.
He,
I
he,
would.
he could have done that a long time ago with Carmelo being
I,
North American
I
champion, but
know.
he didn't.
I tell you. I say I doubt it's gonna happen, but
He's loyal. Trick is loyal to Carmelo.
and I thought that was.
I don't think he cares. He wants to be champ. That's his boy.
And that was gonna make it even better. Like just that 1 second, like the jealousy, just like boom, just kicked in, and he do something. I don't think it's gonna happen. But how often do you see the backup staying with their people long term?
That's rare. Yeah.
I hope it don't happen.
I mean, he's loyal to Carmelo. I give him props. I thought he would turn a long time ago, but he didn't. I mean, he stood with it. All the championship, the North American, all that. He stood with it. Breakout tournament. Stood with it.
Like I said,
He just pretty much a hype man for him, but he cool with it. Yeah, that's his boy, man. He loyal.
and like I say,
That's loyalty.
they bet not. Cause I'm thinking if Braun Breaker walks out champion, crowd not gonna feel that.
Yeah.
That crowd is not feeling that.
LeBron may get called up.
He need to.
This will be the time now. If you're going to do it now.
But what brand will fit him best?
Oh, man. I want to say that, let's see. SmackDown, I can't say SmackDown. I can see him on Raw. But then again, SmackDown, it's intriguing.
Cause
Going to SmackDown.
cause I'm thinking,
I think he's a Raw guy.
yeah, cause I'm thinking, if he goes to Raw, and Bobby Lashley turns heel fully,
Yeah.
that's gonna be his target.
Right.
If you gonna bring him in, bring a big, cause Bobby Lashley say I beat everybody, and I think if he wins that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which he should,
Yeah, I agree.
which
Yeah.
he should, and then whatever happens at Main Event, we'll talk about that when we get into it.
Mm-hmm.
That could be his first robbery. That could be Braun Breaker's first walk in going hard.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
But I will say that Carmelo Hayes will be the new
Yep.
NXT champion. Point blank, period, bottom line. If he does not win, I'm NXT going off my list for a while.
Yeah, I guess we doubt that. Yeah.
Cause
That's not happening. Braun ain't retaining. All that build up, and then Carmelo finally called like, hey, you forgetting somebody. And then he just lose? No.
like I said, would it be a good match? Absolutely. Cause what do he always say? We shoot, he don't miss.
Yeah. When I shoot, I never miss. That's the way it is, and that's always going to be.
And you can't have him go in, and lose. So that would take away everything he talked about.
Yeah.
That's gonna take away, everything about him.
Right.
You do
He's
all.
supposed to be a champ. He's supposed to be, yeah. So,
He's gonna go from the A champ to the champ.
right. And we don't want to see that.
Yeah, it is definitely time for him. That's NXT Stand and Deliver. Now let's get into WrestleMania. Now, if you saw on ESPN First Take, they actually, yep, they broke down the card. That was actually big news. They broke down the card. They broke down the nights, and we definitely got to talk about Saturday night. That was the surprising thing for me.
Saturday night card really was like, I was like, wow, okay.
And we definitely gonna talk about that. And like I said, we about to jump into it right now. We got the WrestleMania Showcase match. We got Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders.
I know they're pushing Braun Strowman and Ricochet as a tag team, which actually, to be quite honest, they do have good chemistry.
They do.
You got the high flying of Ricochet, you got the Bruce Strickland, the Braun Strowman.
And you got to remember, once upon a time, Braun Strowman was talking about high flyers.
Right.
How ironic they put him as a team and they making it work.
And Darnell, have you noticed that Montez has been getting a lot of single stuff done lately?
Yeah.
U.S. title matches with Austin Theory. He just been doing a lot of single stuff. This is a test run. I don't think they're doing test runs on Montez.
Oh, they doing it. They definitely doing it. Cause
they look at him like, okay, let's see what he can do.
I mean, you gotta remember, that's the same guy went toe to toe with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And had a good match.
Right. They said that he got high praise backstage. He said, they couldn't believe it. They weren't shocked, but they were like, he really went above and beyond, in that match. Even Roman praised him. So there you go.
Cause normally I would have picked them to win it.
Yeah.
I'm going with Strowman and Ricochet, and I also think this may be the end of Alpha Academy.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going back. He's gonna be full blown with Marseille and Mansoir and that 5-match season 3. Oh yeah.
I think it's finally gonna happen.
Yeah, it's happening.
Which is gonna be a blessing. Which is gonna be a blessing for Chad Gable. But I think we really could. Chad Gable can go. Chad Gable puts on some great matches. It's just unfortunate he loses.
Right.
But I think after Mania, I think we really about to see how good Chad Gable is.
Yeah, because he can be that Kurt Angle-esque type wrestler,
And he'll be on his own.
Right.
Because I'm going with Strowman and Ricochet on this one. As far as the Viking Raiders,
yeah.
they just, I don't know.
Ever since they left NXT when they were the War Raiders,
Mm-hmm.
everything changed.
I wish they would just kept them War Machine like they want Ring of Honor.
Yeah, and then when they became people forgot when they got to the main roster, they were known as the Viking Experience.
Yep.
That was like the Viking Experience. I said that sounds like a carnival. Go to the carnival. Yeah. Hey, y'all want to join the Viking Experience?
That sounds like something sponsored by Prince.
Right, and they changed that quick because the fan was like,
what?
Yeah. But like we can't have this. Vince didn't like War Raiders name. He didn't like that.
But that to me that made him a little bit more.
Made him more intimidating.
Right. Oh, definitely. We got the Battle of the Mysterios, Ray versus Dominic. Oh, I can't wait for that one.
Oh my goodness. Dominic has been on the road, but I mean, with him right now, he's growing on me now with this thing. At first, I wasn't for it because he wasn't believable, but now I've changed my mind.
I think
Dominic is very believable now.
Dominic joining the Judgment Day was the best thing happened to him.
Yeah.
Dominic going to jail for a few hours was the best thing ever happened to him.
For a few hours and saying he's doing serving hard time like he's the boss man.
I'm just saying, Dominic, listen to me. And this will make sense. Conan's supposed to be inducted. Conan's supposed to be inducting Ray in the Hall of Fame.
True. Yes.
Dressed like Conan when he was in the Dungeon of Doom. Or
With the hat
and the button shirt at the top with or you really want to go there? You really want some heat? No pun intended. Dress like Eddie and come out like Eddie.
Yeah.
come out with the low rider.
Right. And have real like the Mama Sita.
Yep. That old Latino heat music. Do it.
She already got the mommy, the mommy thing going. So.
Yep. And I can't believe they got that shirt when he got arrested and said, "Mommy bailed me out." And yes, that is a real shirt. That is on WWE Shop.
Yes, it's on there. Yeah.
I like they're a little late to the party on that one, but they did it more or less. But if Dominic, that's what I'm saying. He need to do something Eddie Guerrero-ish, draw some heat, especially he gonna win. Dominic beating Ray. We know this.
Yeah.
How
he shocked Ray beat him because of everything that had happened.
Now
you can see Ray beat Dominic because of what happened. All him working in the house and whooping off on him, and during the holidays and the Thanksgiving one and the Christmas one, and he just berated his mama and his sister. Telling her mom to shut up and all that. Ray finally, knocked it down, and then for all of a sudden just to lose.
And right after he went into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
But that's what Ray and takes storyline of it. This is what he wanted.
Yeah.
Because this really gonna let us know, if he ready. If you go out there, if you and your dad put on a hell of a match, we gonna know. We gonna know for sure.
Sleeper match. I got a sleeper on this one because of the dynamic that's happening. They gonna put on the show. Ray and Dominic, they father and son, so and like son, we gonna do this.
But would have been good though, because you kind of mentioned it a quick second. If they gonna go all out, and I said if they gonna go all out, I say have him come out like Eddie. They need to bring Chavo in.
Yes.
Go get Vicky.
Right. This is WrestleMania, so they gotta have some sort of interest for Dominic.
AEW ain't doing with him no more. She pretty much dumped them. Bring her in.
Yeah.
But bring all the girls in. Make this work.
You get Hector and Mondo and all them. Yeah. If you get them, you get Hector and Mondo.
I mean, if you gonna tell that story, now if they do all that, I can see Ray beating them.
Right.
I can.
Chavo Classic was alive.
Oh, that was. Yep. And this would have been just think if Eddie was alive.
Oh, Eddie would love it. I think what happened was Eddie would probably, oh my God, he'll be on Dominic. I mean, he'll be on Ray's side.
But we all gonna think.
Still be upset.
Now see what it is.
It happened long ago.
I can tell you, if Ray was alive, see, we all probably would think that Eddie gonna go to Dominic, call him his son and all that.
Yeah, because he was upset that he lost.
But think about this. What was the Guerrero's main thing? Lie, cheating, steal.
Yeah.
He would have played Dominic. And and Ray would have beat him. But I think in this case, Dominic's gonna win. And like I said, this gonna tell us everything on Dominic moving forward. Because he could say, I beat my dad at WrestleMania. I mean, think about it. Go back when Owen beat Brett.
Oh, when Owen beat Brett, you know how much he gloated?
He Owen beat Brett and he beat him clean.
Yeah.
And that's another
Called
thing.
himself the King of Hearts and all that. Yeah.
If Dominic can go in there and beat Ray clean, which I don't see happening, that's
Yeah.
another thing.
Mm-hmm.
But this gonna be good.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to this match.
We got Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins, excuse me. Logan Paul.
You got some names like Try Conquest. You gotta say
Yes.
the whole thing.
This is Logan Paul's final match under his contract. So one, you know he gonna show out.
Yeah.
Two, we know you ain't winning. Cause Seth Rollins,
Seth Rollins beat him.
cause Seth Rollins need to get consistent when it comes to winning at WrestleMania.
Right.
He need to get back on the ball with that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is another one gonna be good.
Yeah.
And you got all them people. You got all them people singing your song.
Mm-hmm. And now it's catching on now.
Yes.
Right. So
Now, all I'm saying is, Seth Rollins, please.
Oh, you know he gonna have something
Don't have nothing you stole from Becky Closet. Don't do it.
Seth, I can see it now. Seth may actually have an entrance.
Oh no, I think he will.
I believe he gonna do the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Remember in the movie, I don't know if you seen it, the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Remember he was on the steps dancing.
Yeah, just like he did for like Seth did for the WrestleMania commercial.
In the commercial, yeah. I think Seth gonna have some sort of interest like that. Where he gonna probably have makeup. It would be funny if he had like the Joker face paint. That'd be cool.
Yeah, this don't come out with no. We look at you be like, Seth, no.
And then everybody, oh.
See, with all them people doing that, see, that alone could knock you off your game.
Yeah. And you know that crowd gonna do it pretty much the whole match.
Yep.
But they can't stand Logan. So yeah.
But you know he gonna put on a show. You got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah, because see, Logan is there. I'd say Logan's a natural. He's a natural heel. You don't have to do much with Logan. That's the cool thing about Logan. He can just go out there and just put a smirk on and people boo him out the building.
Yep, I mean he gonna do something crazy. He gonna do something crazy. I'm just gonna see what they're gonna do with him. You know, if he comes back, and he might come back for SummerSlam. With that, well, he'll probably come back for SummerSlam. But I said this is the last match under this contract. I'm sure he got paid well.
Oh, yeah.
And you got some good matches out of it too.
Yeah.
And you got a shot at the Universal title.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a good performance.
Right.
So you can't knock for that.
No, definitely can't.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins gonna get you. You done knocked him out twice.
With the right hand of God, he called him and Jake Paul. They call their hands now the right hand of God. Yeah.
See, Jake Paul can't say nothing now. You can't say nothing.
Nope.
You're winning there, and you failed. You fought a real boxer and you failed.
Mm-hmm.
You put up a good fight. You even dropped him. But you still lost.
Yeah, but we know Seth gonna win this one. I see a curve stomp. Definitely.
Oh no, he gonna curse stuff about 3-4 times. Oh, them lights going out.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna curse stomp him. Paul gonna kind of raise up, gonna do it again. Oh no, he gonna make sure he lay him out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't make it no disqualification.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm real surprised because it's gonna get crazy. Won't be surprised they take it to the crowd.
Oh
Like I said, Logan is gonna do. He gonna fly somewhere. See, he's doing what Shane McMahon was doing. That's all he doing. He just taking over for Shane McMahon.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Somebody gotta fly.
Yeah.
We got Damage Control. Bailey, Dakota Kai, Io Sky against the women's tag team champions Lita and Becky Lynch, and Trish Stratus.
Now the rumor for that is that Trish is gonna turn on Becky, because they gonna run a program from SummerSlam. So I don't know how they're gonna do it in this match. Is she gonna walk out on them? Or she gonna do something that cost them the match? I can see that. But I know Damage Control won't win. It's the fact that Trish is gonna be the factor. If what they saying is true about her turning heel, is what I'm saying.
Right. Now let me throw something on that. Do I believe Trish is gonna turn heel? Yes. Do I think gonna be at WrestleMania? No. Here's why I say that. I don't see it happening until Shayna and Ronda get their shot. It's gonna be a TV match. It's gonna be a TV match. Depending on, or it might happen at Backlash, because Backlash is May. Is what in May?
Because according to them, they said she gonna be on the roster till SummerSlam. So, Trish is back.
Yeah. So Backlash is May 6th.
Yeah.
So they have time to set it up. They don't have to rush this.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking when she turns, it's gonna be when the title's on the line. I don't think they should do it at Mania.
Not right now.
I don't think they should do it at Mania. When it's time for them to put them titles, when they're ready to drop them, that's when it's gonna happen.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
But you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it at Mania. You don't want to do it now because it's kind of too soon. If they're not looking till SummerSlam for them to have that match,
right.
Don't do it now.
But Becky was right about Damage Control. Even though it was a promo she was cutting, but it was true what she said. Damage Control really hasn't done anything. Baker kept losing matches, title matches, lost the cage match to Becky. It was just,
And you can tell, and I'm glad you brought that up, because you could tell in that promo how passionate she was when she was talking.
Yeah.
It's like she been itching to say that.
Yeah, and she said it with such conviction. Yes. And she kind of stumbled a little bit too. It was like she just couldn't wait to say it. Yeah. And I mean, and then they haven't defended their belts really.
Nope.
And, when they were champions. So, pretty much said they just together. They not doing nothing.
Yep. I think they just did that for to get the eyes on one. They did it, get the eyes on the women's division.
Yeah.
And then you brought the two Hall of Famers back. You put the top on Lita. So that's why I think Trish, Lita, and Becky gonna take the win here. And then after that, once them titles on the line, that's when she gonna pull that trigger.
Yeah.
We got the match I think should have been the main event. The undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match. The Usos defending against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Now, we all know how this is going. The bloodline is breaking up piece by piece. This is a piece by piece situation here.
Now, I want to give a shout out to the writing team. Because this is how you walk something down. For all this time we walked it down, it never got old.
Yeah.
You're adding to the story. and like just like a big soap opera.
Right.
And we finally got, to where we've been wanting to get to.
And you know what the thing about it, I thought about this too, even with it, they was running all this time. Imagine if Marco was alive today.
Oh yes.
And him being in there, him today, being in the bloodline, he would be a factor too.
Yep.
Because he's out of control. Samoa.
Yes, sir. And speaking of
him
which,
Solo,
yep,
so because Solo pretty much is Umaga 2.0 now.
That's all.
You could tell. He's doing the Samoan spike, he's doing the yell before he does it.
And speaking of Umaga, his son is wrestling at Booker T school.
Now I can see him being his father in WWE. Wherever he goes, he gonna have the face paint on his face. There's no question. I see it. But I hope he succeeds.
Oh yeah, like I said, he under Booker's what Gorilla Monsoon say, he under the tutelage.
Under the tutelage of Booker T, right.
Cause I've known a lot of people that's gone to Booker T school. That is a place to learn. Yeah, that is a place to learn. From what I hear, I hear that Booker, he don't just teach you how to wrestle.
He teach you about the business. He teach you how to, get your bookings, stuff like that.
Yeah, he teach you the ins and the outs, what to do, what not to do. He just don't just make you a gimmick, and that's it.
Yeah.
You don't just go there and train. You learn the facets of the business.
Right.
Cause like I said, he's not gonna be there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing the stories that I've heard about, his school. Like I said, Booker now is what Shawn Michaels was, especially in Texas.
Right.
And like I said, Booker has the reality of wrestling. He has the venue where he do his shows. The what they call it, the Booker T Arena. And yes, that's what it's called. And what's cool about that, every now and then, Booker get in the ring.
Yeah.
Another thing I thought was cool, but yeah, back to this, they walked us down. We finally got to this point.
Yeah, like you said, shout out to the writing team because they did an excellent job with this story.
And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they've been tag champs pretty much everywhere but here. This is their goal.
Oh, this is the time.
They fought each other. They've teamed up with each other, and that's everywhere they've went. So this is nothing new.
Yeah.
And like I said, this should have been the main event.
Because of
this should have been the main event because think about it, Kevin Owens and Sami beating the Usos. You know how loud that crowd gonna be. They gonna tear the roof off.
Yep.
And the match itself is gonna be good.
And Bloodline is gonna dissolve piece by piece.
Yep.
It's piece by piece thing, not in one whole night. You see, you can't do that. You want to break them by piece.
And that's the best way to do it. We're gonna get new champions. Like I said, it should have been the main event. They should have closed it with that. Unfortunately, they didn't. So we're going to move forward. We have the SmackDown Women's Championship, which was rumored was supposed to have been the main event.
Yes, it was supposed to be.
Yep.
It is.
We got Charlotte Flair defending against Rhea Ripley. They keep talking about it. What happened 3 years ago? When Charlotte took her Money in the Bank, surprised everybody, cashed in for the NXT Championship.
Yeah. And WWE recognized her as NXT Women's Champ. They never done that. I mean, they did when she first started.
Yeah, they don't recognize her two reigns.
Yeah.
I mean, at first they did. I mean,
Right.
let's rephrase that. They recognize it, but when it comes to counting her title reigns,
Mhm. Right.
because technically she's already at 16.
Yeah. I guess that's what they trying to do. That's why they're not counting it. They want the main titles to matter. I guess.
Which was funny because when she had it, she was on all the shows
Yeah.
with the NXT Women's title.
Right.
But again, they keep talking about 3 years ago. That was a different Rhea Ripley. This Rhea Ripley.
Right now. Yeah.
We talked about it with Dominic. Judgment Day was the best thing to happen to her.
Mhm.
Now my question is this: she wins the championship. What's gonna happen with Judgment Day?
Yeah, because she got to go to SmackDown.
What is gonna happen?
Yeah.
I hope. I. This is why I think you're gonna see the double turn.
Mhm.
I think they're gonna boo Charlotte, and they're gonna cheer Rhea.
Mhm. That's an interesting point.
That's that Bret Hart, Steve Austin.
So, yeah. When Brett put Austin in the sharpshooter, he bled, and the people started cheering because he had that heart. It was that heart he had.
And I think
To keep going.
that's what's gonna happen. But here's the thing. I don't think even if that's the case, I don't think they're gonna move forward because Charlotte, if you listen to that last promo she cut,
Mhm.
that was a heel promo.
Yeah.
Charlotte is a heel. No matter how hard they try to make her a babyface, Charlotte is a heel. Period.
And you know what happens when you force baby faces on people?
Yes. Ask Roman Reigns.
With it right. They'll tell you all.
They tried and tried and tried until somebody got the point.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they do the draft soon after.
Mhm.
Don't break the Judgment Day up.
No.
That won't be the part they all move. If she goes, they all move. But don't. I mean, keep her heel for now.
Oh, real going, yeah, she got to.
Well, yeah, I said we're definitely gonna get a new SmackDown Women's Champion. And if we don't, but see, here's the thing with Charlotte. It's just like
They want her to get to 16.
that dude, but you never know with Charlotte. And I'll give an example. Go to WrestleMania when she stopped Oscar Street.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming.
Right.
But I don't see it happening this time. But you never know with Charlotte.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm going with the title switch. And,
Okay.
and now we got the main event. And we're going to talk about this. The United States Championship is on the line. Austin Theory defending against John Cena. Now, let me say this.
But before you say anything, so they did change that, right?
According to this,
They talked about they were gonna open up Saturday.
they originally said they was opening up Saturday.
Okay.
But I'm looking at what they put out because if you look at both posters, on Saturday they have Austin Theory and John Cena, as the top. If you go to Sunday, they have Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns on top.
Right, that's Sunday's main event, of course. Okay, I was just wondering. Go ahead. I was just wondering
Because
because they were talking about them going to start out first on Saturday.
which would have been dumb, which would have been stupid. Why would you do that? Because you
That's
know when
why
they
that's
said that,
John
you,
scheduled to
you
make.
you know when
I
they
was getting
said
to the
that they
John
didn't.
schedule.
You know when they said that originally, they didn't have that showcase match neither. That showcase match wasn't done. Ray and Dominic wasn't. A lot of these matches wasn't even official yet when they did that. So, but you never know with them. They might go back to it. But I'm
I'm
looking at.
thinking because of John's schedule, because like I said, he a movie star now, so
But like I said, I'm about to get into that. I'm because see that's what
yeah,
make
go
me.
ahead.
If they keep it the main event,
Okay.
if it was the opening contest, I would have told you Austin Theory was gonna win hands down. I would have told you that.
You gotta put Theory over, Austin Theory over. So
Now if it's the main event, now I'm skeptical, and I'm gonna tell you why. If they put this the main event and John Cena wins, you, and
yeah.
John Cena wins, hear me out on this. This
Okay.
deep. Hear me out. If John,
Okay.
they got it at the main event,
Okay.
which like I said has me skeptical. John Cena goes in and wins the United States Championship. We all know every time John Cena wins the title, he does the U.S. Open Challenge.
True.
He can go on Raw the next night, do the Open Challenge, and he can do one of two things. He could drop it back to Theory, or he could drop it to a new talent coming in. Put somebody over. New. I.e., like Jay White or somebody.
Oh, that'd be ooh wee. Jake White show up on Raw for the Open Challenge.
Or we can play the game. It could be Braun Breaker.
Could be. True. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Right there. Because you know they want to close out. Because, if Austin Theory wins, he getting booed out the building.
Oh, of course. Oh, no doubt.
Now the question is, do you want to? If that's how you want to close it,
Yeah.
but see that had me think. Like I said, if they kept it as the opener, like I say by this poster, like I said, the Sunday one has the championship main event on it.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday you got the U.S. title.
Yeah.
You close out with that, and Austin Theory wins. One, he can't beat him clean. You can't beat him clean. You're gonna have to cheat. And even if Austin Theory wins, John Cena still needs to put the attitude adjustment on it.
Oh, you know you're gonna do
Just
it.
because. And close out that way. But it has me skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena wins, goes on Raw, lose the title. Lose the U.S. title in the Open Challenge. And then Austin Theory somehow gets it back. Whoever beats him, Austin Theory gets it back.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, he comes out the next night. And somebody, I want my rematch.
Yeah.
It will be smart of them to have Cena walk out champion. That's just my personal opinion.
I got you.
It will be. They should pull the trigger. Let him do it. Now let's go to Sunday.
Yeah, let's get to Sunday because this is going to be another one here. I got something to say about a certain match. But go ahead.
We got another WrestleMania Championship Showcase match. We got Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus now Sonya Deville, who was originally supposed to be Carmella, and Chelsea Green. Ronda Rousey supposed to have been hurt. They threw the match for a reason. They're going over, which goes back to what I said earlier. They going. Ronda and Shayna's gonna go over, get the match. Then that's gonna lead to their tag team championship match. Which I think is gonna be on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, and then they'll probably do the rematch at Backlash.
Right.
Now the question is, how much can Ronda do? That she's
That's
not.
why. That's why I think they put her in the tag. So pretty much Shayna's gonna do the majority of the work. But less is more,
Yeah.
like they say.
Like I said,
So.
and Ronda said it. She's done with with the singles thing. She wanna
Mm-hmm.
she wanna do the tag thing.
Tag,
This will be
yeah.
a good time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's why I'm sticking with Ronda and Shayna.
Yeah. The
Now,
Carmella and Chelsea are starting to grow on me a little bit now.
now
They like two peas in a pod.
I'm talking what's going because they say there's some heat on Carmella, which is why she's out.
Oh.
Don't know what it, but that's when I was reading. She has some heat going on, but we'll see
Okay.
moving forward.
Yeah. All right.
Now this match, I'm surprised either didn't open night one or it didn't happen night one. Brock Lesnar and Omos.
I think Brock is starting to take a liking to Omos. If you've noticed, you may not see it on TV. I'm thinking he started like, man, this dude's. You can tell Brock has put him over.
Yeah, cause
He really is. Brock is really putting him over.
Cause nobody has really punked Brock Lesnar like that.
Right. And even Brock is actually liking it. He's like, man, this guy, he looked at it. I remember when Omos was just standing there, Brock just looked up and down and walked around. He looked at his fist. He's like, man, you bigger than me. Yeah.
And everybody gonna be like, well, this gonna go like 2-3 minutes. No, this might go a minute.
No, it's not. No.
Especially on night two. Like I said, I thought this oughta would have opened the show night one. They would have did it and got it over with. But they might put a little time on this.
Brock gonna have fun in this match. I see it.
Because, like I said, this was supposed to have been allegedly Bray Wyatt's spot. Well, and that says a lot that Brock didn't want it. And you took the match with Omos?
Yeah.
Now, that begs the question. That begs the question. If Brock took this match and not Bray Wyatt, can you see Brock Lesnar putting Omos over?
Yeah. I can see it. Look at what he was doing. He took the kick and and Omos was just whooping off on him, and Brock was like surprised, and he acting like, man, this dude really, he's stronger than me, I could see him putting him over. I don't think Brock would care.
No, I see Brock as much as Brock getting paid.
Right.
And I think this is.
I think now he would try to L5 him.
Oh yeah, he probably gonna get that. I believe this is he probably gonna be gone for a while after Mania.
Right.
But again, if I say, and if that's the case, why not put him over? But what they gonna do with Omos after that? That's the question.
Yeah.
You beat Brock Lesnar, where does Omos go?
I'm telling y'all, we need to bring the Hurt business back. If Bobby's gonna fully turn heel, then you bring the Cedric and Shelton's already with MVP now. And then you already got Omos there. That's your Hurt business there.
Yep.
That's all you gotta do. Make sure when Bobby fully turns heel, you got Cedric and Shelton already. You got Omos already. It's all up on Bobby now.
Like I said, but we all know, as much as we would like to see Omos go over, we know Brock gonna get it in.
Oh, of course.
Brock gonna get it in, and that'd be that. But let's talk about something real quick before we get into the scheduled matches. LA Knight. Do you see one, LA Knight having a match, and two, do you see it against Lashley, or do you see Lashley like we talked about earlier, Brian
Brian
Cage?
deserved to have the match. He deserved it. Now Stone Cold already confirmed that he ain't gonna be there, so that's confirmed. But they do that before, and then all of a sudden he'll show up. They done that before.
Yep.
I was like, no, I ain't gonna be there. Then he show up. Yeah. But I want LA Knight to have a match. He deserves one.
Yeah, I think they really about to give LA Knight that push he need, and then he don't need a championship. But you need to get the best out of him.
Right.
But if he don't get a match, going back to Bobby Lashley, there's rumor that you know Brian Cage may show up. I'll be shocked.
Yeah.
I will be, but they, like I said, we'll know come tomorrow night. If those 6-man titles are dropped, that's our answer.
That's our answer. Yeah.
But it will make better sense if Lashley wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Or, we're talking from an LA Knight standpoint, if LA Knight eliminates Lashley, you know he's going to be a dead man walking.
Of course.
You know LA Knight going to come out, probably start bragging, and here come Lashley. Lashley probably going to kill him.
Yep.
But I say we will if we don't see Lashley at WrestleMania. That a disgrace. If we don't see LA Knight after he done all that talking, that's gonna be a disgrace.
Right.
That's like I said, let's cross them fingers. We got a Hell in a Cell match, and by the way, the original Cell is coming back.
Thank God.
The Red has been retired.
Good.
We got Edge, 1-on-1 with the Demon, Finn Balor.
Now this is the one I was saying I want to talk about here. This is gonna be not only this is gonna be probably one of the great Hell in a Cell matches, but this is gonna be about entrances. I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, they said that Gangrel is gonna walk Edge to the ring. They're gonna do the brood thing with Edge. So they said so Gangrel gonna be there, go in the room. So, he gonna come out, you got the goblin, he gonna spit the blood and all that stuff. Edge gonna have his, remember his brood stuff that he wore at I'm trying to think, what was that pay-per-view?
Was the Royal Rumble?
Remember that brood stuff he had on?
Yeah.
When he was coming in the brood, the music and stuff, yeah. But they said he gonna have that entrance when he comes out, because Gangrel gonna be with him.
They've been trying to do that for the longest.
Yeah. And they said he gonna do it. And then of course, the demon, he bring the demon back.
Now, I wanna see how they do this. I hope he comes out in purple.
I believe so. Yeah, he gonna have purple.
Because, the Fiend died a long time ago. When that match he had with Roman Reigns, that pretty much killed him.
Yeah.
So if you bringing him back, that means you're not bringing him back to lose.
Yeah.
And the way they doing Finn Balor now, he has to win this.
Yeah, because there was predictions like on pretty much on podcasts and newsletters that got Finn Balor winning this. So.
Yeah, he has to.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely, like I said, if you doing all this and you bringing the Demon back, you can't bring him back to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, what would be the point? That's gonna make, first of all, it's gonna make the Demon look soft, and he definitely has to redeem himself from that embarrassing Roman Reigns match.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all don't remember, the turnbuckle broke?
Turnbuckle broke, yeah.
I was like, oh no. I'm like the demon gods was talking to him that night.
Yeah.
He lucky he ain't get super injured.
Yeah.
So if he coming back, yeah, he got to come back strong. So he has to pick up the victory. If it was just Edge and Finn Balor,
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely give it to Edge.
Yeah. But I would love to see if he gonna bring Gangrel. That's gonna be something to see. Excuse me, something to see again.
See, it'd been nice he would have had Christian on the other side. But we know we asking too much on that one.
Right, right, right.
We got this gonna be the butt kicking match of the night for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther defending against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to it, regardless of the type of match. I still see Sheamus becoming the Intercontinental Champion.
And I hope that happens. I really do, because man, he got. I mean, come on, this will be his first Grand Slam.
And I'm gonna say this.
Grand Slam champion if he wins the Intercontinental title.
And I'm gonna say this. Sheamus is gonna win it, but Gunther not getting beat.
Oh, he pinned the Drew. Yeah.
Which will lead into backlash.
Because him and Drew gonna be enemies again. So, yeah. All that brawl and group, that was short lived. Yeah.
And I think that's gonna be the everybody gonna be like, ooh, you gonna be a lot of chops, a lot of kicks to the face. This is gonna get ugly.
Oh
yeah. And that's gonna lead to me bigger and better things for Gunther. Because I think Gunther loses the Intercontinental. I think Gunther's gonna lose the Intercontinental Championship. I think he's gonna win King of the Ring.
Yep, and it's gonna lead him to the world title. This world title time. I keep telling people, I said this man is a world champion. He embodies what a professional wrestler is.
Now I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna try this. He's gonna win King of the Ring, or he gonna win Money in the Bank.
Yeah. And this gonna be in London. It's gonna be in England.
Yep.
Money in the Bank. So yeah.
Remember that's what, in July?
Yeah.
So he's gonna win. He's gonna win one of those two, and by the end of the year, he's gonna be champion. And hopefully by then split the championships.
Yeah.
And I said this definitely gonna be a blessing for Gunther, because he's another one. You know, he put that work in.
Mm-hmm.
He's putting on good matches.
Yeah.
And I think he'll make a great champion. Because one, he's convincing.
Yeah.
And he'll be hard to beat. And no matter who he faces, big or small, big or small, which I think he shows out better against the smaller guys.
Mm-hmm. Because he can do a lot with smaller guys. Just had Ricochet.
See, that's Tyler Bates.
Tyler Bates, Ilya Dragunov.
Well, Pete done asked all them.
Yeah.
All them will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther gonna give you his best, and you're gonna get the best out of him. But I'm saying it's definitely going to be a new Intercontinental Champion. It's time. We waited long enough.
Yeah.
Sheamus has been, especially during the pandemic, one of those guys you can call on.
Right.
And I'm calling it. Put the towel on him. We have the Raw Women's Championship on the line. Bianca Belair defending against Asuka.
And I already, like I said, this match here, I already know who's going to get this here. Think about this. Asuka got this change. She back to the color look. And so for her to lose with the come look, I don't see it.
I
I don't see her losing.
I do, and let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why she's not. I'm gonna tell you why. Because one, they keep harping on the fact that Bianca Belair come WrestleMania be champion for a year.
Mm-hmm.
If Charlotte drops that SmackDown Women's Championship,
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe that she's gonna go after Bianca, which we thought we was gonna get at Mania anyway.
Yeah.
I see Charlotte going after Bianca. I think that match will be better. Cause have we even seen that match? Not for a championship.
Yeah.
I think that match will be better promoted than Oscar. And then the way they didn't really, to me, push this match like I thought they would have. It was poor to me. It was poorly advertised. It was poorly wrote, and poorly booked.
Yeah.
Which is why I think they're gonna put the title. They're gonna keep the title on Bianca. I think Charlotte is gonna be the one to take it off of her. That's my prediction on that. And also, I think let her retain it and turn her heel. 'Cause I think Bianca. It's been a while since Bianca was here. I don't think when the last time Bianca was here. It's been like I know she
the NXT days.
NXT days. Cause when she came to the main roster, she was people were still trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she can go heel, then Tez go heel.
Mm-hmm.
Because aren't Bianca and Montez Ford supposed to be doing a reality show?
I think so.
For Peacock? Y'all know when that's going to go in effect if they're doing it in the process of her traveling. If they've done it already,
Mm-hmm.
that could be that could be a thing for her to drop it, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would think they would want a heel to do it. I mean, because Oscar has doing some heelish stuff, and I'm thinking if she try to throw that miss, I think that's gonna be her downfall. She gonna try to shoot the miss. Bianca's gonna move. KOD 1 2 3.
Okay. So we different on each side of this.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. Like I said, that's gonna lead to me, my opinion, Charlotte and Bianca.
Okay.
And now we have the main event.
Come on. Oh my goodness.
Undisputed Universal Championship. The Tribal Chief, the head of the table. 900 plus days. Roman Reigns defending against the Royal Rumble winner, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, this has been a good run for Roman. This 2 years, almost 2.5 years. And I mean, he's been a great run, man.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. I hope they don't do how they did Roman. Well, let me rephrase that. I hope they don't do Cody how Brock did Roman. All that hype.
Oh, yes.
All that hype. We all thought in our heads that Roman Reigns was beating Brock Lesnar for the title at WrestleMania 34.
Yeah.
What happened? When Brock beat Roman, you could hear that was the second quiet. That's the second time Brock quieted the Superdome.
Yeah.
Because he did it when he beat Taker, and he did it when he beat Roman to retain. I'm hoping they don't do this again. And you know they've been showing this custom made Cody Rhodes title.
Yeah.
I don't know how true false that is. I don't know if somebody made that and they screen shooting it or is it really legit.
They said they had one. They made it for him. You know, he took a picture with it, and they made it for him. So yeah.
And that's something they should have kept quiet. Because if that's the case, you basically just told us the outcome.
Mm-hmm. I would be very shocked if Roman retained, but that's not happening. Because if they did, they want him to go to 1,000 days then lose. But he not making it to 1,000 days.
You don't need to. Because think about this. If you talking about time, it reflects more on the Universal title than it does the WWE title.
Yeah. But they like they rumor that Triple H want to retire that belt.
Yeah. Which is like it's like I said, if because Cody wants to be the WWE champion, so even if he wins it,
He'll probably be the one retire.
they get and they're gonna retire it
He retires the belt, you know.
or do
Even though Triple H gonna retire, they gonna say that Cody.
or do something do something crazy to put the Universal belt back on Roman as if he never lost it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's his whole. He don't want to be Universal champion. He want to be the WWE champion.
Or else they can go back to splitting the belts up. That way Cody can be like, you know, since he's like the good guy, like I want somebody else to have this. You know, the other show needs to have this belt. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Like I want this one. You know, this other show can have this belt. Yeah.
But I got to give Cody credit though. You know, when Cody left the first time, you know, he was going to all these organizations. He was on the Indies. You know, he was in Impact, Global Force, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, he said he wanted to help locker rooms make more money. Talk about the indie.
You know, he won the Ring of Honor World.
You know, with the Bucks.
Yep. You gotta remember, he won the Ring of Honor World title. He won the NWA World title.
Yep.
So that you can check that off. So really, if you think about it, he already fulfilled his father's legacy.
Yep. The father, you know what? The father, son, hold the NWA title.
Other than no.
I know Terry and Dora are the only brothers to hold it.
And
So Cody and Dusty the only what, father, son?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, he on one side he fulfilled it winning the NWA title because Dusty won that 3 times.
Yeah.
This story is Dusty technically never won the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Billy Graham, and didn't win the title.
Yeah.
So you know, you want to finish the story. This is gonna end good.
Finish the story. Yeah, I like the thing with this program they got, finish the story. Yeah. The Cody kept talking about it, finish the story. Finish the story, you know.
And again, they gotta do this right. The ending, they gotta do it right. Don't just have him pin him. I know lead up to it. Let Ronan beat him up most of the match.
Oh, they gonna show out in this. This is gonna probably be match of the night.
Let Cody do the comeback. And they showed his weight belt. Showed his weight belt. No, this had all the promotions he ever competed in.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you right there. This means a lot.
Right. And Cody started to be an underrated good mic talker. Because Cody, man, he can talk on that microphone.
And what I like about that, a lot of times, he really speaking from the heart.
Yeah. They're not giving him the credit on his mic skills. I mean, he makes it believable, makes you want to tune in. You know, he puts emotion into it, makes it real. That's old school.
Right. And he got that catchphrase. What do you say? So what do you want to talk about?
When you want to talk about it, the undesirable to undeniable, whatever. Yeah.
I think he another one gonna get a good a cold entrance.
I can see the flags, like the nightmare flags around. I can see like probably a picture of his dad, put about Dusty Rhodes somewhere in there, you know, because he talking about how his dad never won the WWE title. It's gonna be somewhere in there with his dad in there. So
All I'm saying, Cody, I'ma say this, and I mean this. I know you're probably not gonna do it, but I mean this. Do not, and I repeat, do not, in no way, shape, or form, walk that aisle with polka dots.
he's not.
Don't do it.
He's not doing it. He's not doing it.
Don't even try to make it look good. Don't do it.
You go dress like Dusty. He's having NWA stuff.
Yeah.
At least do that. But not the polka dot.
Don't even try to glamorize it. Don't do it.
Right. See, Seth can pull it off. When Seth wore it against him, remember?
Yeah.
See, Seth can pull it off. You can't pull that off. Go Dusty. Go NWA Dusty.
Don't bring no polka dots. Leave Brandy at home. She ain't gotta be a sapphire.
Right.
I mean, she's gorgeous.
Oh God, that would be hilarious if she came out like Sapphire.
I mean, Brandy's gorgeous. True enough.
Yeah. We're talking about she had the polka dot light and have Cody Rhodes on the front of on her shirt.
Polka dots. You never know with these folks.
Well, she'll be the one where Dusty was talking about they were actually gonna give her somebody to talk like him and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Swing the purse and everything, yeah.
And like I said, would have been real dope. And AEW should have considered this. Let Dustin show up.
I'll have Dustin show up.
Yep. I mean, let him. Cause I know he don't wear the Gold Dust outfits anymore, but at least have him come out there to be there for his brother.
Well,
they could have pulled a one nighter. Well, I say Dustin on his last run anyway, so.
Pretty much.
I know he teaming with Keith Lee. But,
he looking like a cult leader.
Yeah, I don't. No, we need to stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I'm just curious how they gonna finish it. Excuse me. You know how you gonna get that 3 count? And then what? Oh yeah, he gonna you know that now when he does it, he do at least 2.
2 crossroads. Yeah.
Yeah, he
popped out a couple of 2 or 3 Superman punches.
Yeah, he gonna get about 3-4 of them in. He gonna get a couple spears in. Everybody gonna get their moves in.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna get their moves in. And the questions after that, what's gonna happen with Roman? Are we gonna see? Something that with him at Backlash? I would love to see him and Jay go at it again.
That could happen.
And I can see Jay getting that win. Cause it's about to be a whole lot of finger pointing. It's about to be a whole lot of finger pointing. When all of them drop their titles. I mean, all y'all lost y'all titles. Or it's about to be some finger pointing.
And then you gonna take time off. Well, Roman gonna have to remain. He's gonna take time off, which is well deserved.
Yeah, he need it. He need it.
2 years champion. Yeah.
He definitely needed. But like I said, I want to see what happens. If they do it on. They probably gonna do it on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I just want to see that outcome. What Roman got to say. That finger pointing. Oh, I want to see it.
Oh yeah.
But in order to get there, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get to Mania. We got to get there. Like I said, it's a stacked card.
Yeah. We see a lot in this one, man.
Yeah, we've said a lot and going on in hour and 40 minutes, but you knew what you was gonna get. You knew it was coming, and that's what we do. We told you we was gonna give you 2 nights. WrestleMania giving you 2 nights. Why can't we give you 2 nights?
Right.
And you got an extended version. So with that being said, that is all we got as far as predictions. We about to close it out. You got the floor.
Like I said, man, this is a stack card, man. My final thoughts is that this year, if y'all live in the Los Angeles area, like we said before, go to the shows, support these people. You know, if you can't afford WrestleMania, go out there, man, have a good time. And for the people going to WrestleMania, I hope y'all enjoy it, because this is a stack card. This is going to be the night of changes, big time, especially with the bloodline. And, feuds are going in, rivalry will probably begin, maybe even some call-ups from NXT. But, man, I hope y'all enjoy this, because I sure am. I'm going to have a front row seat. Not literally, but I'm talking about watching it on my TV.
There you go. You got 2 nights, and like you said, can't make Mania, can't make NXT. Go check out all those indie shows. If you don't know what is what, just Google it.
Just Google it.
Google wrestling events during WrestleMania week, and I promise you, you're gonna find it. It's gonna be probably as long. Like I said, they probably didn't start it tonight.
Yeah.
They didn't started some events already. So you got a lot. You got a lot going on. They got a lot going on. If you down there, you can't say you didn't know. You don't know the itinerary for all those events. Google it.
And you thought LA the traffic was bad. Imagine over there now.
Oh yes.
You're over there going down Rodeo Drive and all these other places. And what's that place? What did you say what that name was? The Ric Flair shop there?
Oh, Michael's in Kansas City.
Kansas City. And, all these other places, everybody get dolled up.
I say you got people coming from all over the world, Vegas, all the pimps, all the ladies. It's gonna be busy.
Right. You got the Hall of Fame ceremony after SmackDown.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Can't forget about the Hall of Fame ceremony. You got, like I said, you got Raw, SmackDown, Hall of Fame, NXT, WrestleMania,
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, GCW probably. Georgia Janela got an event going on. Impact got an event going on. You got WrestleCon. You got a lot going on. No excuses. Go out there, have a good time. And with that being said, go check out Bad Superman TV right here on YouTube. Check out the Guest Now podcast like you're doing right now. Check out the Guest Now podcast, Throwback Edition, and all other content that is posted. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And with that, y'all be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy WrestleMania, whatever it is you're watching. We out of here.